Hey, welcome back to the How to Podcast series. It's Dave with you again. Thank you for coming back. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I want to say hello to Bri. Hey, Bri, hope you're doing well. I want to say hi to Rachel. Hello, Rachel. I want to say hi to Whitney. Hey, Whitney, hope you're doing good. Victoria, April. Oh, the list goes on and on. Thank you, everyone, for all your interactions in the last week or so. Nice to talk to you all. Nice to spend time with you all. Everyone at different stages of their journey as they are growing their podcast idea and hitting the mic for the first time and trying lots of new things. Keep going. You're doing great. Good stuff ahead for all of you. And for you that are listening, if I haven't met you yet, hey, come on, come reach out. Let me know where you're at, what you're doing. Love to have a conversation with you as well. I want to talk to you about 3 areas that I think you really need to focus in on as a new podcaster and do a good job at these. Because what I'm seeing is there are podcasters who take one of these 3 and do 3 platforms of the same thing. And I'll explain what I'm saying. But instead of doing a variety of 3 different things, they pick one thing and they do that in 3 similar ways. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. By the time we go through this, I think you'll understand. So let's get into it. Here we go. As a podcaster, being active in 3 different mediums, audio, video, and written word, can significantly benefit your content creation, audience engagement, and overall reach. These 3, audio, video, and written word, I think are the big 3 that every podcaster should be doing to some degree. In addition to your recorded episodes that go out on a regular basis and your community interaction that you're going to be building into your days, weeks, months, however you're going to do it. Audio, video, and written word. I want you, as we go through these 3 things today, I want you to figure out what is your audio medium that you're going to use, what is your video medium that you're going to use, and what is the written word medium that you're going to use for your podcast. Okay, you ready? Okay, audio. Let's start here. Number 1, audio. We're podcasters. Audio is our thing, right? We're doing this. We're recording. We're putting our voices out into the world. We're interviewing. We're solo hosting, co-hosted. We're telling a story. We're making people laugh. Whatever. We're using audio. Audio is the primary medium of podcasting. This is not news, right? And it allows you to create immersive and engaging content through spoken word. That's what we're doing. By focusing on high quality audio production, by not sounding like we're talking through a phone, by having good quality audio production, you can captivate your listeners and deliver valuable information, stories, conversations, and on and on. So here's some examples of being active in an audio medium for you as a new podcaster. Publishing regular podcast episodes with well-crafted content that you put time and effort into, not just coming to the mic with no idea what to talk about and see how it goes. Please don't do that. Incorporating diverse formats such as interviews, solo episodes, panel discussions, roundtables, storytelling, sharing a little bit about your personal journey and your story, experimenting with different styles like narrative-driven episodes, educational deep dives, or maybe like even entertaining conversations, and leveraging your podcast audio content for promotional clips or teasers on social media platforms. So, here's an example for you. When I hear everybody just freaking out about how amazing audiograms are, no, that's that picture on your Instagram or your TikTok, and it's just an image, and then there's this little wavy line that goes across, and the audio's there. And it's a little moment from your podcast. A lot of places do this automatically for you, which means no thought on your part about what's being selected as an audiogram. No, instead of doing that, why not just pick up your phone, turn on the camera, look at the camera, and say, in this week's episode of my How to Podcast series, which you can find at howtopodcast.ca, we have an amazing guest coming on, and they're going to talk about how our podcast is better by having transcripts to help those who can't see. Okay, see? And then they're done. How long did that take to record? A few seconds? And then people get to see you on camera instead of just a faceless picture as an audiogram. Use your audio. Use your voice. Be out there and promote your episode by using your voice. Why it's important? Audio is the core medium for podcasts. And investing in audio production and what you sound like and how you show up at the mic and what your audience hears ensures a compelling and enjoyable listening experience for your audience. So that's audio. Number 2 is video. Video content offers visual engagement and complements your podcast audio with a visual component. It provides an opportunity to expand your audience and engage with them in a totally different way. I got a few examples for you how you can leverage video for your podcasts. Recording video versions of your podcast episodes, either as a full-length video or simple highlight clips. And you can do that through, I love Riverside, because you can pull out a clip and it can easily format it for a vertical phone or a square Instagram or a version for Facebook or YouTube. So you have the options built right into Riverside, which is awesome. You can also do this all in Canva as well. But taking a little clips or doing the entire talking head video, whatever, but putting out the video footage of your podcast as it complements and sends people back to your audio podcast is a great way to be discovered, a great way to be found. So leverage the tools that are out there. Don't be afraid of them. Live streaming is another one of recording your podcast in front of a live audience, taking questions and answers and all of that. Now, that's another whole skill set, probably something you can grow into. Not easy to do for a brand new podcaster that needs to learn tech or needs to buy additional tech to make this all happen. But there's platforms that'll let you do this. Riverside does it. A bunch of different outlets can actually help you live stream to multiple locations and interact with an audience while you record in real time. It's another way to do it. Another one is creating supplementary video content such as behind the scenes footage or tutorials or a vlog. Just throw the camera on while you go for a walk with the dog. As you're sitting at your desk recording like I'm doing right now, throw the camera on, let people see that you're recording an episode. People love the behind the scenes stuff. They love to kind of go backstage and say, "Whoa, I thought it would be bigger." No, it's just a small little space is what I have. But take people on a journey. They want to know more about you and let them go behind the velvet rope and see what it's like to be a real podcaster. Show them. They'd love to know. And also share video snippets on social media platforms to promote your podcast and spark interest. Video is awesome on social media. And my suggestion, instead of taking one clip and posting it across different platforms, format it for each one and upload it within each of their own platforms so that you don't have the TikTok logo on your Instagram, for example. There's really no need to do that. Just upload within each, okay? Because it's going to work better for you. Why is this all important? Video content allows you to connect with a broader audience. Not everyone that you're going to reach through video and social media are going to be podcast listeners. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You could have 1,000 Instagram followers and you could have 10 listens on your podcast. All 1,000 listeners are not, all 1,000 social media followers are not guaranteed podcast listeners. They might just be following you because they like you. They may never, ever listen to your show. Just keep that in mind, okay? So converting people from one platform to another is a tall ask to make of anyone. So keep that in mind. So number 3 is the written word. While podcasting primarily relies on audio, incorporating written word can amplify your reach, improve discoverability, and also provide additional context and resources for your audience. And so here are a few examples of how you can leverage written word. We talked about show notes in a recent episode here on How to Podcast. Writing detailed show notes for each episode, including summaries, timestamps, guest information, resource links. Those are huge for listeners that fall in love with your content. Creating blog posts or articles based on your podcast episodes. Expanding on the topics discussed or offering additional insights. Turn your podcast episodes into stories like you'd read in a magazine. Try it. What I like to do is take a summary of my podcast. I throw it into an AI tool like ChatGPT, because we all love saying those words, and asking it to formulate an article for me based on my content. I'm giving it to ChatGPT. I'm not asking ChatGPT to make it for me. I'm giving it my content and saying, please summarize this in article format and make this article relate to new podcasters who haven't started recording yet. And it will take my information and reformat it into an article. Amazing. Use the tools. Please try them. Play with them. As well, publishing your transcripts for your episodes to improve accessibility, SEO, and provide alternative reading options. Now, we're going to have an episode. I talked about this when we talked about our show notes. We're going to have an episode just on transcripts because I think we're missing the boat here. And when you hear gurus tell you that transcriptions are not important, not relevant, a waste of time, a waste of money, I have a problem with that, and we'll get into that in a future episode. Also, engaging with your audience through blog comments, social media posts, or email newsletters. Your written words are searchable through Google or whatever the way you search online. Written words are easy for search engines to find and connect the dots between a question that a listener may have and your content. So use your written words to complement your podcast. Why is written word important? The written word enhances search engine optimization, increases accessibility, and provides additional value for your audience, especially for those who prefer reading or need written content for reference. Being active in all 3 instances of audio, video, and written word offers a multi-dimensional approach to content creation and audience engagement. It allows you to cater to different preferences and consumption habits, reach a wider audience, and provide a more comprehensive experience for your listeners. Everything we do is for our listeners. By leveraging these mediums effectively, you can enhance your podcast's visibility, build a loyal community, and establish your authority in your podcasting niche. Audio, video, and written word. And here's the thing I see where people get hung up, is they'll pick audio, for example, or they'll pick video, or they'll pick written word. And they do multiples of those instead of doing each of the 3. So I pick video, I go YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram Reels. I ignore written word. I ignore audio beyond my podcast episode. And I only do video. Or I do audio only. I do my podcast. I do whatever else I can find for audio. And that's it. I ignore video and written word. See what I'm saying? You need a balance of the three: audio, video, and written word to support your podcast, be found, and engage with your audience in a meaningful way. Now, which are you choosing for your podcast? What do you think is going to work best for you? If somebody tells you that they have the winning combination of these three, and if you do these three, you'll be a success and life will be easy, fire that person, because whatever they're telling you, whatever they're selling you is not going to work. You have to come up with this combination for yourself. You have to figure out what combination of audio, video, and written word works for you as a host, as a podcaster, and what also, most importantly, what works for your audience. And figure that out. Because if you can figure out these three simple yet intricate pieces to your podcast is going to grow. It's going to grow because you're acting in three different arenas at the same time. And the likelihood of you catching more people by being active in an audio space, by being active in a video space, and also being active in written word, all at the same time, means you're going to catch people where they are and pull them into your podcast in a new and exciting way. If you need help with your podcast and you're like, Dave, sounds like a lot of work, jump on, set up some time in my calendar. Let's get together on a Zoom call and let's map out what works best for your show with audio, video, and written word. Let's see where your talents are. Where's your skill sets? What are you good at? What is easy for you? And let's do that and do more of that. And I think you're going to see your podcast audience grow naturally, organically grow. Your interactions will grow. And again, I'm going to invite you, and I'm challenging you to try this. When you go to your Instagram, for example, try the voice direct messages. Hit the little microphone button and leave your followers a voice message. Try it. Try it this week. Try it today. And pick the most recent new followers on Instagram and send 5 people a message. Very short. Hi, thanks for following me here on Instagram. So glad that we can connect. Love your picture about the dog there. That was awesome. Hey, if you need any help or I can help you with information about my podcast or whatever, I would love to talk to you sometime. Send me back a message. I'd love to hear your voice. Thanks for following me here on Instagram. There you go. Just do something like that. Something simple and easy, and connect with your audience in a meaningful and unique way. And your audience will stay. They will stay because they love you. Okay, so there's your challenge for today. Audio, video, written word. Pick something for each of those 3 and let me know what you chose. I'd love to hear. howtopodcast.ca. Leave me a message and tell me which things you've decided to use for all 3 of these. Love to hear your response. Take care. Catch you on the next one.